But do you think that kind of irritated the current president at the time?
You see?
Do you think it irritated? Did he feel bad about it that um, His Excellency President Kufuor had brought in a young person?
Oh, definitely, you see that I wasn't comfortable.
Mm.
When he was narrating to me as a friend,
Okay.
you follow me? So when I called when he left, I called Accra and it was confirmed that, well, it was getting close to the election time. So I remember I was not happy because I said, we used to have a tradition, and why has the tradition shifted so quickly? Because as far as I'm concerned, Akufo should have been the next online. You follow me? So I remember one Friday I came down. I took a plane and came down. And I came down here in the evening. And then I got to know that that Saturday and Sunday, it was a weekend, that Saturday and Sunday, they were then holding the Congress. But I decided not to go there. I think they did that at Legon at the Great Hall. I decided not to go there. So I stayed home. Then I heard that he couldn't make the 50.1 plus one. And that Tremontaine gave him quite a difficult contest, you know. So I wasn't very happy. And I arrived, and then Saturday I called the then head of national security, who was a good friend of mine. His name was Francis Poku. And then Francis said, "Oh, if I'm in town, you would love to see me, you know." So I told him I'll come there after church service so that we have a chat. He said, "Oh, come after church service so that we have a breakfast together." So I went there. And by then, that Sunday, they were continuing with the election process. They couldn't finish it on Saturday. You get me? So the process continued. And then finally, I was with Francis. We were sitting there, so just like I'm sitting down here. Then Francis said, "Oh, your friend has won the election, but with a question mark." I said, "What question mark?" He said, "We still couldn't defeat Alain Tremontaine. So the elders of the party have talked to Tremontaine to step aside for him."
For him to,
which Tremontaine has agreed. Do you follow me? So that is what it was. And, he became the leader of the party. I went back to my station. When I finished my tour, I came back. And then we got closer together. I used to see him. We were planning how, strategizing how to go about things. Now, our policy more was about how to get everybody involved and also expand his leadership, role. You follow me? And then, luckily, we had another contest which he won. Before then, there have been two contests he couldn't win. And we had another contest. This time around, it's not about the leadership. Already we have a leader who was over. It was about executives of the party. Chairman, national chairman, general secretary, the second vice national chairman, and on. And this particular election took place at Tamale. That was the first time we held elections in Tamale. And I heard of a young man by the name Paul Afoko. Paul Afoko, people were so positive about him. I've never met him at that time. So people were so positive about him. But there was a group also which was very much against him. And that group belonged to Akufo-Addo's side. So I didn't understand the whole thing. So I said, anyway, the elections took place and Paul Afoko won. He won clearly. So was Kobna Japan, and a young man by name Sammy Crab. Now, these people, the first time they were walking into the office to take their seats as executives of the party, they were prevented.
Mm.
And when I heard about it, I was furious. And that brought the separation between myself and Akufo-Addo
Wow.
till today.
So have you spoken with him since?
No, I have not.
I watched the interview between you and a part of the interview between you and KSM, and at one point you said that let me quote you, but you said that Akufo-Addo you knew then is not the same person now.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
That's what that one. I'm not the only person who have said that.
Mm.
General Numesa said the same thing.
What do you think has
Because
changed? What do you think influenced the change?
I think he's allowed himself to be surrounded by people who, one, were not part of the struggle from the beginning.
Who were not part of the struggle from the
From the
beginning?
beginning, and then secondly, people with questionable integrity.
Questionable
This is
integrity.
the way I put it.
Mm. When you say questionable integrity, can you elaborate a bit more on that?
No, you know what that integrity is all about.
Right.
Yeah, a person who is straightforward, honest. Because these are the type of leaders we need in this country. Strong and can take decisions. That's the man of integrity. And Akufo-Addo that I knew definitely is not the one there now. So that one I have no
Quite
doubts at
interesting.
all about that.
Quite interesting. So 2024 elections are in December of this year. How do you see the chances of the MPP?
So just before you came, I was watching a Joy News report
Mm.
where they were going around with their camera interviewing people. I've been seeing it, not Joy alone. Almost all
Across,
that,
yeah.
yeah. And what is very, very remarkable is that everybody is talking about the hardships in the country. Everybody on the market, anybody at all. Now, in the civilized countries, you change a government or you vote against a government based on your economic conditions.
Mm.
And if the way Ghanaians are doing now, and they are saying now, and I see now with my eyes, definitely I can't see Ghanaians voting the NPP, my political party, back to power.
Mm.
It's quite clear. But one thing I must caution, they should never try to massage the election results. Because if they did, then they want this country in flames. That's
Mm.
all. Because people are really fed up. And when people are fed up, you give them a space. And that is what they should do if they ask for my advice.
Mm. The youth out there are looking forward for change,
Yes?
basically, because there's
There you are.
a lot of unemployment,
Yes?
a lot of chaos all around. People are complaining every day of hardship, like you did say, and like we already know it's happening out there. Um, let's look at more of a solution to the challenges out there. As an experienced politician, as an experienced, how do you think these issues can be solved in the future?
No, already mistakes have been made.
Mm.
Very, very disturbing mistakes. For instance, the number of ministers. Over 100. I mean, a small country like Ghana. So that alone has siphoned a lot of money out of the system. And also, the most disturbing thing is that there have been a lot of infractions
Mm.
within government and outside government by people who are close to government, and nothing has been done to them.
Mm.
These are disturbing issues, and we should not take for granted that people are not observing it. People are observing it. So that alone has put the party into a very tight corner, apart from the economic conditions. You follow me?
Yes, I do.
Monies that cannot be accounted for, unnecessary, what do you call, borrowing of money. Even when the money is borrowed, you don't see what it has been used for. Based on this, I believe strongly that definitely Ghanaians will decide on somebody else to lead them, maybe a different political party.
Mm. Well, Doc, it's actually been a pleasure having you today on the show, and I'd like to get back to a more lighter note, like we started today. Back to football.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan of football generally, but I love the national team, the Black Stars,
Yeah.
and you have, and you're still the member of the Council of the Patriots of Accra House of Oak.
Mhm.
Let's talk about football. What can be done to improve football in this country?
It's quite a simple thing.
Mm.
Firstly, those who played for the national team and won us thrice the African Cup of Nations. These were boys who were dedicated. They have love for the country. Despite difficulties, they still played from their hearts. Those boys we have now, they don't have it.
Mm.
The boys we have now, most of them are in Europe,
The foreign-based
the
players.
foreign-based players. Most of them are just bench warmers. They are not in any active football. Most of them are in third class clubs, if not fourth class. So quality wise, they are not up to the mark.
What about
You
those
follow
who
me?
are in first-class clubs, like the Inaki Williams, the so on and so forth?
No, they have been coming down here. I've been watching them. They play their football. Those of them who excel, we see them. But many a time, they are thinking about their future.
Mm.
So they don't play hard football. If you watch them carefully, they got themselves injured, that is the end of their career. So I have always been saying we have to focus. When we get a coach, the coach must focus on local boys.
The local,
Local boys who have got the talent. And we have them here.
but look, somebody might say that when you groom the local boys to a point,
Mhm.
and then a team comes from outside, an agent, and then gives them a contract, they would also end up playing out there. So,
Oh, they will end up playing, but their love for the country. The most recent African Cup of Nations we had.
mm,
Look at Senegal. Most of the boys are playing from outside.
mm,
You agree with me?
yes, I do.
But they play. They came and played and won.
Mm.
When we were not having outside boys playing for us, when it was all Ghanaian football from various clubs, we won, I think, four times or so.
Mm.
Let me see. We won Nkrumah's time twice. Then we won a champion times once.
Yes,
And we won Lehman Rollins time once. Four times. Since then, over 40 years, we haven't had anything.
at all.
Yeah, so that will tell you. The boys now, they are not mature. They haven't got experience. They have not been trained properly. They are all rushing to Europe. And some of them even to countries that are not known just because of financial difficulties. I think you follow me.
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
So until we get a coach who can focus how to bring up our own local boys, because when you bring them up, it will be seen. Or maybe I would suggest we go to the olden days, as Kwame Nkrumah formed Republicans, especially for national team.
Mm.
And then they will be given special preference in certain things so that will encourage them. This can even
It's
let
an
them stay.
incentive.
And even maybe you put them on salary
Mm.
or something. You follow me? But most of the boys, being a board member of the club, I know what I'm saying. But some of the boys live to various parts of Europe and they ended badly and then they come back.
Mm.
That's some of them are even deported back home. So mind you, they are young boys. 17 plus, you know. You offer him $1,000, he thought it's money. Even when he gets there, he won't even get the $1,000.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Now, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food. That's interesting. My favorite food is what the Ghanaians call emomi flour.
Okay.
That's okra stew.
Fertility. Oh,
Well, fertility is different. That's why I didn't call fertility,
they
because
want me floor.
there's a difference between fertility and emomi flour. You know, my mother was a Ghanaian, so I'm talking about the
Okay.
way, you know, she prepares it. But she can do fertility too.
Oh.
But fertility is amongst my
Also, your
favorite
mother
food.
was gone.
Oh yes,
Okay.
yeah, that's a picture there. You
Oh.
know, so you can do a fertility too. You know, which uh, is very good, especially with tilapia, fresh tilapia.
Mm. Okay. And then let's talk music a little bit. What's the music that you like the most? What would you
Music.
dance to? I mean, I know you still look young.
No, I'm more.
Or
Uh,
you're more of a listener.
well, I love music. I love jazz in particular. And I think the music I like so much is that of Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
Take these chains out of my heart. You know,
Okay. I know
that's
Ray
Ray
Charles.
Charles. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the lyrics. You know, the way the lyrics come. I like
So would you
it.
say that's your favorite song? Take this change out of my heart.
Oh yeah, you can why not?
That's your favorite song?
It's my favorite. I have the albums here, and then
Okay.
the videos I have them.
Okay.
Ray Charles has been a great artist. If you read about his history,
Mm.
how he got blind from infancy, and then grew through the difficulties he went through to become a great star. You know, it's wonderful.
Let's talk Ghana. Your favorite artist in Ghana, musician.
The favorite artist in Ghana,
Yes.
I must tell you clearly, I don't know those now. I don't know any of them.
No, before. Let's talk before.
Before, my favorite artist was Jerry Hansen.
Jerry Hansen. Okay.
Jerry Hansen was my favorite artist
Okay.
because he really, during our era, he revolutionized high life
Mm.
and other things and made high life so beautiful.
What's that genre? What Ghana can be identified with? Is it high life? Because now there's this argument about Afrobeat being a Nigerian thing, and would you say high life is a Ghanaian?
I think high life is always high life. It's
Mm,
always been Ghanaian,
mm,
and it will remain so.
I see. But you're not familiar with any of the modern acts at all.
No,
Not
no,
even
no,
one.
no. In fact, their songs don't make any sense to me. If you follow the lyrics, I'm more concerned about the lyrics.
Lyrical content, yes.
Yes, the lyrical content is what is important.
Mm.
But if you listen to people like Jerry Hansen, whatever they sing makes a lot of sense.
Someone can relate to it.
Absolutely. Now, what is seen now with this sort of what I don't know even the term you give them, the name you give them. I mean, I can't listen to it. In the first place, it's just shouts, not audible really that
Mm.
one can listen to a music as you listen to a music, and it doesn't in any way suggest any sort of advice because the whole high life. Many of them do advise if you listen to them carefully,
Right.
even how to run your own life, you know. And we don't have them these days, but this is a new era or a different era. So I don't listen to people like how do you call them? Their names I don't even know. The young guys who are now jumping around.
Mm.
And there's one thing that I know that their era will pass very soon.
Mm.
Because people will get fed up with it. There will be a time when a lot of listeners will like to listen to music that they can understand the lyrics and learn something from.
Finally, Doc, I would like to. You've achieved so much. Um, I don't know what time you wake up in the morning, what time you go to bed.
Mm.
But if you can briefly just share with us, what does it entail? What time do you usually get up in the morning? What's a typical day for like you? You know, in the morning, what time you wake up? And
Well, the time I wake up depends a lot on
hmm,
assignments that I have.
And you've
But,
achieved a lot. So that's why in the summary, because people sleep, wake up anytime they feel like, and expect to achieve greatness, basically. So that little advice that you have for us as to how to be able to achieve so much, and still be strong and be, focused.
well, one thing is that, as I said, it depends on the assignment I have the following day.
Mm.
And if it's an assignment that I have to get up early, I will get up early. Either traveling or even before you came, there were people here before, my family members. Right. I saw them, then I saw the other group that came to interview me, and then you followed. So I have not had any rest at all since the morning. You follow me. And as I said, I go to bed quite late because I like to listen to world politics. World politics. So I go to bed. I never go to never
World politics.
sleep before 12 midnight. And depending on my assignment the following day, at times I can wake up even around 4.
On another day, we'll discuss world politics. But for now, thank you so much for
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Your time. I appreciate it, everything. And I was going to learn how to say goodbye in Czech, but I kind of forgot how to say it.
The Czech they say Naskle Dano.
Naskli?
Naskle Dano.
Naskli Dano.
No, Naskle Daniel.
Naskli
Daniel.
Daniel. Naskli Daniel. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, Doc. We appreciate you.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks for coming.
It's a pleasure.
Well, viewers, you've been watching LEA, the lead with the great Captain Dr.Nyaho Nyaho-Tamakloe. Until the next episode, my name is Clenham, also known as Heavy D. Keep watching Trade TV.